Hey guys, it's Leland at New Beginnings Retreat. I wanted to talk about something that I found was really amazing today. Actually, it happened yesterday, but we don't get a lot of fathers that come here. The ones that we have gotten that have come here have been amazing, but we don't get a lot of them. Usually it's a companion or a mother or another family member. Dads seem to be a little, I don't want to say not as supportive, because possibly they are in their own way, but a lot of times they don't make the trip with them. So recently I had the opportunity to interact with an amazing father that's been staying here. And I want to tell you why, and it's kind of a subject that a lot of you are probably going to go, ooh, I don't even like to hear that word, but it's something that it's very real for a lot of the guys that are in their early stages of transition. Some of them haven't started on testosterone yet, or possibly they have, but they're not on the right dosage, so they're still dealing with a lot of female things. So I wanted to talk about something. I was in the kitchen washing dishes, and the father walked into the kitchen, and he was fixing breakfast for his son. And I said, well, how is he doing? I'm going to try not to use any names and not mess up here. I said, well, how is your son doing? And he said, oh, kind of really rough night, had a headache, his stomach doesn't feel good, started his period, And I just thought, well, that sounded so he was just so normal with it. I mean, he didn't act like it bothered him or that he was disgusted by it, or he was just so accepting of helping his son in any way that he could to try to identify with the way he wants his life to be. And I just found it amazing that it just free flowed out of his mouth, something that would be very, very unordinary for most men to want to talk about. I mean, I can remember my dad wouldn't even go to the store and buy tampons or anything if you were dying and couldn't get out of bed. And this guy just was like, oh yeah, and he started his period, so he's not feeling very well. And I just had to admire him. I watched him fix his breakfast and toast and, take care of his son. And I just was amazed by it. And I think that it's just so important when someone can be that accepting, and it's just amazing to me. I always wonder, like, what are they really getting out of staying at New Beginnings? And it's not the versus the hotel thing for me. It's that people come here and sometimes I see them and they don't know how to accept the changes that their loved ones are going through. But when they're here and they happen to go by, they see what everyone else is going through. And it feels commonplace. It feels very comfortable. A situation where you're by yourself at home and you're dealing with it with your parents, and they don't get it. They don't understand it because they're not subject to it. They're not in any environment where that's taking place. And then all of a sudden they're in a house with 4 or 5 trans guys and their families, and they all get to sit and talk, and before long the she's turn into he's, and the grimaces and the unaccepting glances and the tears, well, they turn into laughter and acceptance and love and the right pronouns. And it's wonderful for me to be able to experience this with the guys and their families. And it's just, I love what I do, and I can't thank you guys enough for letting myself and my wife be a part of it. Every day here is a new venture, a new lesson, and it fills me with gratitude and hope for the future, that there'll be acceptance on all levels for not just transgenders, but for every group that feels they want acceptance. But here in my home, I get to see that every day. And even the patient today said to me, I'm here with my brother, and he's always called me she, but today for the first time, he called me he, and it felt so good. And sometimes it just really, it tears me up but I love it. I just love it, and I'm hoping that a lot of you will look and see what we're doing for the future. We've got a big plan in the process right now, and I think it's coming together really, really well. I think it's gonna be amazing for a lot of you, and we're looking for some support in different areas. We're going to be posting that later, as far as some positions that we'd like some people to step into, and we're very, very excited. So that's all I've got for tonight, guys. I'll try to make another video and keep you updated. We have a little time off here soon. We're going to go jet skiing for a couple of days and enjoy a couple of days on the other coast, seeing the dolphins and having a good time. And then in April, we're raring to go here. We're really got a big group coming in April, and we're looking forward to meeting each and every one of you. So take care, guys, and don't give up the faith. The answers are just on the other side of the door. Don't worry. Bye, guys.